to the fight room. We're live for Fabio Wardley versus Justis Huni. I say good morning. It's morning for me. It's almost certainly not morning for most of you that are watching. Although I'm sure we'll get a few Aussies in here for this fight. But I am delighted to be up at 6 a.m. And I say that with no sarcasm because, yeah, I went out yesterday. Is that a problem? Sometimes when you have a cold and then you have to get up at 6. But I live for this shit, as you all know. So here we are. I actually had a few comments already in the chat. Let me just get my chat working because this often plays up. Yeah, I want to get this working before I start. I don't think I'm gonna score the co-main. We'll just chat during that. But I'll definitely get my scorecard up for the main event of the evening, as ever. Wait, oh, it's this one. There we go. Oh, good morning. We already got a super chat in from Matt Borgerson. And Matt Borgerson was the first person who ever gave me a donation, so it's always good to see Matt. Matt says, Henry, love your videos and how you've transcended commentary in the sport. I wanted to ask you a question, however. Well, I don't think I've transcended commentary in the sport at all. I mean, maybe eventually. But yeah, far away with a question, mate. We are live, Charlie, indeed. Greetings to Sam Boxing. I want to move this, actually, because I don't really like it, though. I'll put it up here. Yeah, I'll do. Yep. Greetings. Ainsley Harriet. Shout out your old Uncle Ainsley. Is that actually Ainsley Harriet, though? It's probably some weirdo pretending to be Ainsley Harriet. But I do find it quite funny, so fair play to you, whoever that is. Eduardo L, morning. Good morning to you, Eduardo. David, yes, Henry lad. Yes, David, big up yourself. Simon Abbott says, Henry, have you ever boxed yourself? I've never competed, but I train. I train the gym here in Melbourne. Matt Borgerson says, I have transcended boxing commentary. Okay, I have then. It's done. Simon Abbott says, great boxing knowledge. Sometimes. Anis Khan, hi bro, when will the main fight will start? Oh, when does the main event start? So I would guess in about, I don't know how many rounds this undercard fight is. Maybe in 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. It depends how quickly this co-main goes, but they may have a set start time. I'm not sure. Your question is about Keyshawn. David says, on the YouTube scene, you are currently revolutionizing boxing content. Well, it's really funny because I've had a lot of nice comments about the content I'm doing and how it's, different and original and bringing something fresh. And that's great. But really, like, as YouTubers go, am I that impressive? Not really. But am I doing more in boxing than other boxing YouTubers are doing? Probably. I think that's probably a fair assessment. So I don't really view myself as like a particularly innovative content creator, but I think I'm just trying stuff in boxing that other people maybe haven't tried. So I'll take that point. Matt Borgerson. You know what? This is not the right position for this, is it? I'll have to move this back down. Put it down there for now. With Abdullah Mason taking the position of Keyshawn's main slot, could you say Mason received the golden egg and had a destiny moment, karma moment? I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't know much about Abdullah Mason, but anytime a fighter gets a last-minute shot like that, it's obviously a massive opportunity, but the preparation just isn't ideal, is it? And won't be ideal. It's not possible. So, yeah, let's see, bro. Oh, no, wait. Abdullah Mason was the co-main, wasn't it? I'm talking rubbish. Let me look at that quickly, because I really wasn't planning on covering that card at all. I was going to look at it afterwards. So was Abdullah Mason already on the card, or was he fighting Keyshawn? I don't remember. No, okay, so he was the co-main. All right, well, yeah, it's a big opportunity for sure. Charlie Meredith says, who have you got for the main event? I've got Wardley round 8. Yeah. I got Wardley by knockout. I don't know when. It just depends how long Huni can stick to his boxing for. And I think he will at some point deviate from it and get drawn into a war. I think he's too hittable. Don't think he's got the punch power. Don't think he's got the punch resistance. Excuse me, based on what I was told. So we'll find out. But Huni's definitely the better boxer, though. He's got to box for a long time. I box well. Matt Borgerson. Mate, thank you for all these donations. You must save your money, though, because from one person sending me series of donations is very, very kind. But from being talked down to by Keyshawn during the press, it's now being the main event of the show with a title shot next. It's just poetic. Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't really cover the event at all, so I didn't see exactly what was happening. But it's really unprofessional from Keyshawn, obviously not making the weight and missing it by that much. He must have known he was going to miss it. So maybe he's done at the weight. Mark Gilmore, very good morning to you, mate. Good to see you too. Buzzing to have you all here. How many have we got in right now? 47, not bad. I'll get a little poll going as well, so we can vote on the fight before it starts. Wardley or... Oh, wait, Wardley. Huni. Cool. Do bang a like on the stream, guys, if you wouldn't mind. I need to separate this. Yeah, I'm actually quite interested to watch this on the co-main event. I don't think I've watched either of them before. Who else we got in here? Charlie says, Huni going to win most rounds, but Wardley going to find that chin at some point. I mean, it's not even... I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea that he's definitely going to win most of the rounds. I think he will. I think he will win some rounds. But what's to say that Wardley doesn't hurt him early? And then Wardley wins some rounds. And then, maybe Huni comes back into it. I don't think it's going to be exactly how we all think it is, but I do think that Wardley's power will get there in the end. Yeah. By the way, I have a bit of a cold if my voice is a bit weird. Yes, 202 Ultra, 5 stream time. 202 Ultra is a really good lad. He or she, I assume you're a he, always drops the comments on the videos and that, so I do appreciate it. David says 90% of boxing content creators don't go in depth into fighters you do. Well, I think I just take my time. I think a lot of people talk without actually understanding, and I think a lot of creators feel the pressure to kind of keep up with the pace and like post because something's current and relevant. But I always take my time to actually try and educate myself first and then form an opinion, because I kind of try and go into every video like it's some kind of debate. Like, I don't ever go into it with here's my idea, here's my thoughts, guys. Like, I don't just go in with my opinion. I always try and think like, right, what's this side thinking? What's this side thinking? What do I think? And I think that way everyone can get something from it. And you can even disagree with me. You can look at the facts and then go, no, I don't agree with that. I'm going to go on the other side, and that's so fine. Dale Steele, I wonder if the time difference will have an effect on Huni. That's a good question, actually, because the time difference is actually awful. To be honest, though, I live in Australia. When I fly back to Australia, it really fucks me up. But when I fly to the UK, it's actually not that bad. Going to the UK, I've not really had too many problems with it. That's just me, though. Dale says jet lag usually lasts weeks and weeks. Matt, another $5 from Matt. Thank you, bro. I think you should have your eyes on him. High confidence. He's the next great American boxer. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I do need to have a look, to be fair. When I came back into boxing, it was a bit of a catch-up game in a way, because there was so many new fighters on the scene since I'd sort of stopped watching consistently, and I had to go through like a bit of a re-education process. But so yeah, I've never shied away from the fact that I haven't seen quite a few of the current fighters that are out there, but I will always watch them and make my assessment when the time is right. So, because you only got so much time to catch up. David says Matt is opening his duffel bag. He is indeed, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, Matt. Pay for my brekkie. Mark Ant, hello mate, how are you? He says, do you think Huni having a 76-inch reach is too short for a heavyweight boxer now? No, I don't. I think it just depends on how you box. I think it depends on your style. And Huni goes to the body quite a lot, and he throws those short combinations inside. And I don't think having short arms is necessarily an issue. It's just about whether or not you can get into position to use those short arms. So I think he's going to have to box on the back foot. So I do think that might be a bit problematic. But just going to turn the heating on. But he does like to get in the pocket and move around and stuff. I just think he stays in the pocket a bit too long, and he needs to box real disciplined here. But he has fast feet, so that kind of makes up for a lot of it. Good morning, Ross Taylor. Big up, mate. Hi, chat. Finally getting to watch some boxing. Indeed. To be fair, we haven't been live since I got hit 10K and got and Dave Allen got the win, have we? Which was awesome. That was like probably, I don't know if I'll ever top that stream. I don't know if that stream will ever be topped. It was so good. Yeah, we're doing all right though, numbers wise. Like we're over 11 now, closing in on 12 pretty fast. I think we're on subscriber wise at the minute. Check my phone. Let me see. We are on 11,893 subscribers. So it would be nice to hit 12K on this stream, but I don't know if there's enough interest. Although my preview video did like 14,000 views, which I was like, wow, that's actually feels kind of like a big moment, because I didn't think this was a very big fight, and to be getting 14K on a preview video for this fight was quite surprising actually. But Ross Taylor, big up. He's a goat of the channel. He was the one who was giving us all the intel when we were waiting for Eubank Jr.'s check weight to come in. Matt Borgeson says, this fight could end up being a boring fight where Huni just boxes 12 rounds. The thing is, man, you can't just box Wardley for 12 rounds. Because of the way he fights, he will put himself in harm's way. I don't see a world in which Huni doesn't get hit by Wardley at some point. Like, maybe I'm naive, maybe I'm wrong, but I can't picture it. Because Huni, makes mistakes. So unless he comes in and is uber disciplined and makes no errors. Well, this fight just starts. Let me have a watch of this while we read the comments. Quite intrigued to have a look at Pierce O'Leary here. Suesio says, I'm driving up through France to go back to the UK, and I'm listening in while the hubby drives. Love it. Absolutely love it. Where have you been on holiday in France? Sounds very nice. Jealous. Because it's winter in Melbourne right now, and most people don't think it gets cold here, but I can tell you something. It gets cold and wet here. So yeah. Mark Ant says, Wardley can win on points by flooring Huni in 2 separate rounds. All Wardley will need is 2 10-8 rounds probably. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's true. He might drop him and not actually knock him out, because Huni will have. I think Huni probably has quite good ability to sort of skate through the fight because he's got those feet. Joe's Vultures, not sure what your female demo is, but I assume it's like 99% male. I think there's like 3% females watching the channel, which is, you know, I've got no issue with us having more women on the channel. I think that'd be nice. Mix up the demographics a bit. Some of you lot are right toxic. Matt says, I'm of the cloth that Fabio Wardley isn't at the level we think he is, and just fought another regionally talented fighter, not world level for say. Yeah, but I don't think Huni's world level either. So I don't think Fabio Wardley's world level. I don't think he might be top 10. He might be fringe top 10, to be fair. We'll find out, but this will tell us quite a bit, I think, because this is the best. I think this is the best technical boxer he's faced. Although there's nothing to say that Huni's better than Fraser Clark, for example. Like there's nothing to suggest that at this point. So yeah, I know he beat Lorena, but it was a tough fight. Fraser Clark might beat Lorena, and we've seen Wardley go where he needs to go. We haven't seen Lorena have to do. Sorry, we haven't seen Huni have to do that yet. David says, it's very hard for a non-American to blow up on the boxing YouTube scene. Sub-wise, all the big ones with hundreds of thousands of subs are all American. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, Motovidia is actually British, although it appears American. Nice body shot from O'Leary. True Geordie, obviously, he's got the pain game, but he's British, but obviously a lot of that has come from the fact that he's coming from another background. And then he's taken a lot of his audience across. So that's worked really well for him. Who else? Cloyster's getting pretty big. He's an Aussie. Who else is there that's Brit that's doing big things on boxing YouTube? Obviously, Ade, but I think he's on like about 80,000 subscribers. It's an interesting conversation though, boxing YouTubers. I do try and keep my eye on who's around and who's doing what. I think this probably is one of the fastest growing channels in boxing. But I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? Matt Borgeson says, the Huni fight doesn't give me that answer either. Yeah, it doesn't. That's the thing. That is the key thing here. Sorry, my chat was just not quite updating. David says, Abdullah is a great talent, but I just hope he doesn't become another social media warrior like the other young American talents. You do see that with them quite a bit, doesn't it? Chaos says, Ipswich looks horribly dead. No one knows Huni. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how many people are actually there. They said it was like 20,000 people, so... Boxing Uncensored, Moses versus White announced. I actually just saw that as I was waking up. How awesome is that? Moses Atama versus Dylan White. Damn, we're definitely going to have to do a video about that over the weekend. I mean, I say over the weekend. I'll do my Wardley Huni stuff. And then I might make a little bonus video discussing that. But I feel like that's a bigger discussion piece. Like, it might be like a kind of debate video. Like, is it too early for Moses Atama to fight Dylan White? I mean, I think my instant reaction is Moses Atama will win. Because I think with Dylan White's done. But would a prime Dylan White have been for an appropriate opponent? Maybe not. Crazy X-Man, what's up, Henry? Today's a great day for boxing. Mate, every day's a great day. But you're right, there is boxing today. 202 Ultra says, Huni looked calmer and more confident in the weigh-in and face-off. Still have Wardley winning, though. Yeah, it's hard to read Huni. I think he's one of those guys where I think he... I don't know how much he's sort of engaged with what's in front of him. He seems to be pretty relaxed, like you say. And I don't see any reason why he won't go in there and perform relatively well. But at the same time, he might feel the pressure. We don't know. But I'm sure the amount he's getting paid for this would have been an unexpected payday, the position he was in. And I'm sure he'll be delighted with it. Oh, Matt Borgerson has become a member. Congratulations, Matt. Lovely to have you, mate. Very pleased to have you. Congratulations sounds a bit weird because it's more like congratulations to me. But I'm very happy to have you, mate. Luke 5 says, big fan of your work. Keep it up. Thank you, bro. I will. I will keep it up. It's easy to keep it up when you're seeing results as well, to be fair. And things are going well. O'Leary with a little lead uppercut, left hook off that was quite nice there. Just missed him slightly, but that left hook, scuffed Dylan's face. Leary looks really solid, I have to say. He looks very, very strong. He looks much stronger at the weight than Dylan. But I think Dylan was moving up, if I'm correct, so... Andrew says, damn, Henry, up early for this. Yeah, mate. Has to be done. Has to be done. We need that sweet, sweet content. Mark Ant says, Tyson was a special fighter who used a peekaboo and had devastating power and a better chin than Huni. Yeah, from what I've seen so far, I think we're going to find out about Huni's chin tonight, I think. Andrew says, Dylan versus Atama. Oh dear, is Dylan cashing out? I mean, I would say, yeah, he probably is cashing out, to be fair, because I don't think he's got much left, has he? They'll be paying him well. They'll be paying him well for it. And if Dylan loses to Atama, it's actually a good piece of matchmaking, I reckon. I think it is. 202 Ultras Opetaya fighting tomorrow as well. Yeah, it's a solid boxing weekend. Although, I don't know the guy he's fighting. I think it's going to be a bit of a blowout. Camille says, hi, from Morocco. I just discovered this channel and subscribed. Delighted to have you, Camille. Matt Borgerson says, I've noticed UK boxing amateur scene at least seems to be lacking head movement, laying on the punches. Do you think GB boxing needs to reform? Well, they've had a lot of success for a long time, GB boxing, so I can't say they need to reform, but I don't know the ins and outs of the setup. I'm not a massive amateur boxing fan. I much prefer pro boxing because I love the chess element. I love how it's a long period of time you can actually set things up. Amateur boxing is a lot more of like tippy-tappy, fast-paced. It's not really for me. I'll have a look every now and again if there's a great prospect coming through. But in terms of lack of head movement from British boxers, it's probably a little trademark. It's probably a bit of a trademark of the UK style, isn't it? We're much more upright, high guard, more European. But I think that's changing now that, fighters go over to different camps and stuff like that. But yeah, generally speaking, you're right. There's not a huge amount of head movement from the UK GB Olympians, is there? Rich King says, good odds on Wardley KO. Fiver gets you 30 back. That doesn't sound right. When I looked, it was like evens pretty much for a Wardley KO. Miles Carey, big up. How are you, mate? Big ups from Canada. Henry, can't wait for commentary. Holding out for something special from Huni. Wouldn't it be exciting if Fabio ran into something he didn't see? Love to see Fab get wobbled. I think he might. Mark Ant says he's 3% female and he's watching. Matt Borgeson says G-Man. What about G-Man? By the way, Matt, I didn't realize that was another donation above. Thank you for that, mate. I did not realize. But thank you very much. We've got 103 of you in the chat right now, so please bang a like on the stream. Do vote in the poll. We've had 93 votes. 74% of you think Fabio Wardley right now, so... oh, good shot from O'Leary there. Oh, he is going to Dylan's body with venom. Oh, God, I've missed so many chats. Well, let me go back up, sorry. Matt Morish, good evening. Looking forward to the fight, hoping Wardley does it in style. Any thoughts on Simpson versus Zucker? I have none. I didn't see it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything about it. I've never watched Simpson. David says Punch Perfect Boxing is doing great, although he's been inactive at times recently. I haven't actually watched Punch Perfect Boxing. I'm guessing he's a Brit. How many subs does he have? Interesting. Matt Borgeson says you preferred a Jermaine Franklin fight over White for Italma. Well, I mean, it's an interesting one. I mean, I guess if you are Team Warren, you're probably thinking, how do we get Italma's profile as big as possible? And Dylan White might not be around much longer. That's the thing. It'd be a shame to not get that fight while he's still on the scene. So, yeah. Matt Borgeson says, like a bad journeyman. I'm not sure what... Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Dylan White looked like a bad journeyman. I thought that was the G related to the G-Man thing. I don't know. Anyway. Mark Ant says, White looked awful and out of shape last fight. Yeah, he might be better, though, for this one, but maybe not. Oh, dear. I think Dave Allen actually said that he thought O'Leary would stop Dylan within 5. And it's looking that way. O'Leary looks so strong. His back looks twice the size of Dylan's. Yeah. Oh, yeah, good shout, Rich King, sorry. Froch. Froch is like... He's probably the biggest UK YouTuber, isn't he? For boxing. Be cool to collab with Carl at some point. Don't think I'll be able to command that just yet, but you know, maybe if you'll start spamming him, he'll do it. But yeah, Carl probably is the biggest, isn't he? Is there a bigger UK YouTuber in boxing than Carl Froch? Like, also thinking about the fact that there might be some channels that are bigger, but they're faceless. So is there a bigger boxing YouTube channel that has a face to it than Carl Froch? I don't think there is. Have you heard of Junto Nakatani? If so, will you be watching his fight tomorrow? I haven't decided if I'm going to watch it yet, because I am going to be wrecked today. But of course I've heard of Junto, and I've seen him, and he looks really good. But I've not studied him. I suppose I could do a live for that, but it'll be... I don't know how many of my audience will be on. I suppose the timing of that would be maybe early morning UK / some Aussies and some Japanese. Ah, David has joined as a member. Congratulations, David. Good to have you. I've got to stop saying congratulations to you because it's like, that doesn't make sense. I'm pleased to have you is what I'm trying to say. Luke 5 says, do you think older generation fighters 1980 and before couldn't compete today? No, mate. They would more than compete today. They would more than compete today. I think there was probably more top-level athletes who were doing boxing back in 1980. I don't think boxing is probably as popular now as it was back then, and definitely not in the US anyway. So I think many of the older generation fighters would absolutely kill it in modern boxing. Scotty Skippin says, Henry, I put £1 on Wardley to win in the first 60 seconds. Get £200 on Betfair. That's pretty good. David says Jamie PPB. What's PPB? Is on 8.6k subs ATM. Oh, Punch Perfect Boxing. He's basically the guy when it comes to lower weight boxing content. That's good. I'm not. Yeah, I'm obviously. I'll make content about the lower weights, but not about everyone. But that's the same for all the weights. I'm not going to bother making stuff that isn't topical and of interest. Sometimes we'll do a bigger project like the Kell Brook documentary that I made. But mostly speaking, I'm not really that asked about making videos about, sort of top 50 fighters or whatever. But that's good. I'll check them out at some point. Although, I'll be honest with you, I don't really like to watch other channels too much until I've made my content. Nice counter right there from O'Leary. Reason being, I don't want to influence my opinion. I like to get all the facts and then all the sort of thoughts. Gather all the... sorry, I lose my train of thought. Gather all the facts, and then I'll make my thoughts based on the facts rather than other people's opinions, because I feel like... I might miss something. That's okay, though. But I just don't want my opinion to be influenced too much. Proper boxing. Very true. But he doesn't really put his face on the channel. It is easier to grow a faceless channel, I think. I don't know why, but I think it is. But then you probably have better fan loyalty when you actually put your face in it over time, I reckon. So it's an equation. Joshua says Proper is bigger channel than Frotch. Yeah, I think you're right. Ashley Partridge says, where's the boxing? It's on DAZN. I cannot show the fights. You must all surely know this by now. Matt Borgeson, Inoue versus Nakatani is the lightweight Leonard Hearns, 100% biggest matchup in bantamweight history. Well, it will be in Japan, that's for sure. And I'm all for it. Mo Amin says, if Wardley loses, what next? Probably back to British level. I'm presuming he's vacated his British title for this fight. So, interesting. I need to blow my nose, so I will be back in a moment. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm dying a little bit here, but anyway, round 5 of O'Leary Dillon. Oh, Ashley Partridge is asking when the main event is. Yeah, around 10 p.m. is probably bang on, to be fair. Although it depends. If this one goes early, it could be on the next sort of 20 minutes. But yeah, I'd say about 10. Ross Taylor says, Bisping covers super fights, but I think it must be Frotch. Yeah. Also, Bisping's not really a boxing creator, is he? Scotty Skippin says, Frotch knocked out 80 fans in front of George Groves. I think that's the wrong way around, mate. Very funny, though. David says, O'Leary is so good, probably our second best male talent at the moment behind Paddy Donovan. Yeah, he looks really good. He does look really good. Really solid. Just strong. Good timing. Goes to the body really well. Nice body shot there from Dillon, but you can just see you can't really hurt him. I don't like that having an impact, to be fair. Just updating my chat. It's Iniat says, mate, do you know how long till Wardley Huni? Probably about half an hour. But you don't anywhere from... It depends how long this fight goes. I don't think this is going to go the distance, but then they may have just said, you know what, we'll put it on 10 no matter what. What do you think of boxer Living Sky? Charlie Meredith says. I don't know what that means. Oh, Boxer leaving Sky. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know what that means for Sky, because they're not going to have a promoter anymore that they're working with. It's a very interesting move. It's a ballsy move from Boxer. I don't know where they're going. I don't think they've announced it yet. I'm assuming they're going to go to DAZN, because I don't see where else they would go, unless they're going to do like a terrestrial TV deal, but it doesn't really make sense, does it? Mo Amin says, the Kell Brook doc was classmate. Really enjoyed that one. Thank you, bro. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it's took a while to make that. So we won't be doing those every month, but every couple of months will be the aim for that. And it's also trying to find fighters that are interesting enough and big enough that haven't been covered too much. Because I noticed that no one had really done one about Kell. But I've been asked to do a lot of other ones, but I think they've all been done to the death. That's the problem. So how many docs do we really need about the same fighter? That's the thing. Like Billy Joe Saunders, Joey Knight did a Billy Joe Saunders one not that long ago. I'd love to do a David Haye one. I absolutely love David Haye, but again, I suppose I could do my own take on that. So maybe I'll do David Haye next, but we'll see. Andrew says Adelaide is British champion. How did I get that confused? I thought Wardley was still British champion in his last fight. Yeah, I got confused. Scotty Skiven says, Henry, you look sick. Hope you're well soon, brother. Yeah, I mean, I only just got this yesterday, so we're in the thick of it right now. And I do feel all right, but yeah, just a head cold. I'm pathetic when I get this stuff. Matt Borgeson says, Bisping hates boxing, never covered it before. Well, there you go. I've never watched a Bisping video about boxing, to be fair. Liam in chains, what next for Mike Balogun, mate? A couple more cheeseburgers from the looks of things. No, that's disrespectful. But he could be in better shape, couldn't he? Super chat from Matt says, Kelly Pavlik deserves a doc. Love him, but he's not UK. That's okay. It doesn't have to be UK. I could do Kelly Pavlik doc. I need to study. But, yeah. I could do that. Yes, East Midlands fight fan. I have heard about the the leaked announcement of Atalma versus White. It's very exciting. Yep. Moment says slightly ill or had a few to drink last night. No, I'm genuinely ill. I only had like 2 beers yesterday. Because I was feeling ill, I was like, no, I'm not gonna. Mark Groy says there's a floating bout if this finishes early. Damn it. I thought that was before this one, the floating bout. Maybe I'm wrong. David reckons that Boxer go to TNT. Maybe. But it doesn't make sense, though. TNT are a lot smaller than Sky. Well, from my perspective, anyway. So, I feel like Boxer's ability to perform in the UK market has been based on the Sky agreement. So, I could only see it be to go to DAZN and just get more fights, you know? Yeah, I'm not sure. Matt says, Hatman Strikes Back could be like top 3 biggest UK boxing streamers. The thing about Hatman is he's got so much potential because he's been around forever. He's got a massive subscriber base. But I actually do similar numbers to Hatman, which is really weird to say because I've always enjoyed Hatman's content. I think the fact that he is a faceless channel, but doesn't like edit the videos, there's no like footage or photos or anything to go with it, holds him back a lot. And also, his thumbnails are like they're just standard, and that's completely fine. I don't think he cares. I think he just does it for his own enjoyment. But the ability he has to talk, he could be a much bigger channel. I think he should be doing bigger views than he does for the amount of subscribers he has. But yeah, he's unbelievable. He's a great boxing pundit, and it's a shame really. But you know, you have to care enough to invest in all the other stuff, which you know. To be fair, I think that's why I've done okay, because a lot of boxing creators haven't done that. For convenience reasons, I'm hoping Top Rank also lands on DAZN, says 202 Ultra. Yeah, it'd be good if everyone lands up on DAZN for a boxing fan's perspective. Davis says TNT seemed to want to stay in the boxing scene even after Queensberry left. I thought TNT were sort of stopping, but I don't know. Looks like they've got the gloves on, have they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So I'm guessing they're up next. Matt says Hatman is like the king of heavyweight UK boxing content. Yeah, he does focus on the heavyweights a bit more, but he talks about most things. Anything significant. Matt Borgeson says, oh, talking about Bisping covered Joshua and Fury fights. Yeah. It's interesting that. We're in round 7 of 12 in O'Leary Dillon. I'm quite surprised that Dillon's stuck in there because O'Leary looks a lot more powerful, but Dillon's done a good job of moving his feet and offsetting that power as much as he can. He's actually landing some pretty good shots. It's just that he hasn't really got the power to get O'Leary's respect, which is why I think O'Leary's getting cracked a bit too comfortably. 109 of you in the chat right now, guys. I'd love it if you could bang a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new. We are on the way to 12,000 subscribers. We're on 11.9 right now, so less than 100 to go. Checking on the poll as well, 71% of you from 156 votes think Fabio Wardley is going to win this. Let me jump back over to the chat. Merman says, I reckon Carl Froch hasn't had a proper doc done on him. There's been a few, but with the depth you've gone to with the Brook one, I think that's the thing with that one was the depth of it. As you say, a lot of these docs have been done. Again, Joey Knight's done a Carl Froch one. I think, like, yeah, doing the early career makes it a lot longer, but it's a lot more work, and I don't know if it pays dividends, to be fair, or if people just want to get to the exciting part. But I don't know, I think people appreciate that about the Kell Brook one, so yeah, I could do Carl Froch, to be fair. But I think if I'm just choosing for myself, I'd probably do David Hay next, because watching him had such a big impact on me when I was first becoming a boxing fan. Darius Horn says, yes, Henry, is it worth 100 a bet on a Wardley KO? I will never tell you to bet your money, mate. Money's too hard to come by these days for a lot of people for me to be encouraging you to gamble it. But what I will say is if you are going to have a bet, I would bet on Wardley KO. But I mean, also, I think it depends how you bet, because some people bet to chase the good odds, right? So sometimes people see good odds that are, overpriced, that they think the bookies have got a bit wrong, and they think, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, those odds are not right. So that's one way of gambling, and some people gamble on what they actually think will happen. So, yeah. Cuz for real says, Gareth Davis interviewed Francis Warren live at the event, who denied the Dillon fight, said they haven't decided an opponent. Okay, well, probably a negotiation tactic, but it's been leaked, hasn't it? So, let's see. Matt Morganson says, Fury versus Usyk round 9 to me is one of the greatest rounds in boxing history. Top 20 easily. My father talks about it still and didn't even like boxing. It's good fun, wasn't it? It was very good fun. What else we got? Eastbourne's Fight Fan says, like this video, everyone. Agreed. Like this video, everybody. Matt Borgeson says, Henry, Jermaine Taylor is one that should get one too. I'd never even thought about doing a Jermaine Taylor one. I don't know if he's popular enough. I hate talking like that, because it should just be about what's a cool story and what's interesting. But it takes so long. I have to make sure it's going to do some decent numbers. Charlie Meredith says, what is the boxing scene like in Australia? I know Eddie's been pushing it. Do you know what, mate? There's a massive opportunity over here. Genuinely. There's so many people out here that love boxing, and there's a lot of good boxers. I think that maybe the professionalism of the game is not the same out here as it is in other countries. But in terms of the Aussie culture, like, there's a lot of guys who love it. And the Aussie people are actually tough as hell. As someone who grew up in Scotland, it's sort of, I don't think it's not quite the same as Scotland, but yeah, the Aussies love a scrap. Not in. This is where the Brits and the Aussies are very different. This is something I realized when I got here. I'm always like on alert. You know, when you go on a night out in the UK, a lot of Brits in the chat will know what I'm talking about. You're kind of on alert, like especially if you're with a girlfriend or something. Like you do keep your eyes open to what's going on around you. Like you kind of have to be pretty alert and pretty on your guard because like there's so many blokes who go out looking to cause trouble, look for a fight, etc. In Australia, I don't think I've seen a single fight on a night out yet. And when I used to go on nights out in the UK, I'd say like 50% of the time there'd be some kind of fight. So yeah, maybe that's also just because I'm older now and I'm not in clubs really anymore. But I have to say that I've just not really seen that culture here in Australia. So I don't think they're innately scrappers like the Brits are, but they love boxing and they love fight sports. And I think there's a massive opportunity out here to grow the sport. Definitely. Joshua says, I really enjoyed the Cal Brook doc, by the way. Good work. I hope you do one on George Groves or David Haye because those are my two favorite fighters. Both of those would be awesome. Yeah, I'd love to do one on Groves. Do you know what? I reckon it wouldn't be outside the realms of possibility to actually get Groves to do it with me. Because he's also doing YouTube now, isn't he? And I don't know how fast his channel's growing. I think it's like reasonably big, isn't it? But I think he's a similar size to me, George Groves. I reckon I could probably get George to do that if I tried. But I might be wrong. He might tell me to piss off. But I don't know. I used to talk to Declan Taylor sometimes on Twitter, who he does his YouTube channel with. So I reckon it's possible. It's a possibility is what I'm trying to say. East Midlands Fight Fan says, a doc on Mike McCullum. You know what? I was watching a documentary about him. Not a documentary. It was like a analysis of him on... what's his channel called again? Jamie, Boxing Life. Did a Mike McCallum piece. And I watched that video and it was great. Jamie's so good. This is no disrespect to Jamie. I try not to watch his channel because I don't want to accidentally take any of his ideas. So what I'll sometimes do is I'll make my own video and then I'll go and have a look at Jamie's channel afterwards. But I think he is absolutely fantastic. And I do wonder if he showed his face more, if he'd be even bigger. Because again, it's one of those faceless channels. They do really good numbers, but you don't get that sort of personal touch. I don't know. It's an interesting question. I think he has shown his face in interviews before. It's just not on his own channel. Two says, when it comes to the docs, I feel like you won't make it unless it's a fighter you really want to break down the career of. Well, that's true for most content creators. Yeah, although what I will say is that I'm willing to learn about fighters I don't know very much about and then, you know, get excited about that story and put it out there. So it just depends. It just depends. If I find a cool story, then I'm up for it. Ghetto Junior says, all right, Henry, did you see that Richardson, he was awful, going to get hurt, ain't he? Oh, see that Richardson. I didn't see the fight, mate. Unfortunately. Darius Swan says, Dave Allen versus Deontay has to happen. Do you know what? I don't hate it. But do I think that's the best fight for Dave next? Not next. But I could see a world in which he ends up fighting Deontay Wilder, which is weird to say, but I think Dave likes the idea of it because of what Deontay Wilder was, not because of what he is. I think Dave likes the prestige of fighting Wilder because he's a former world champ. Unfortunately, the reality with Dave is that, you know, if he does get hit, he's in trouble. And to be fair to Wilder, as shot as he is, he's only lost in recent times against Parker and Zhang, so he might not be as shot as Dave thinks he is, but I guess we'll find out. Potentially. East Midlands Fight Fans says, is it true Aussies can't fight amateur until they're 14? That might be true. I've never heard that. Vroom says, hasn't there been a big problem with sucker punches in public in Australia? I haven't heard about that at all. I know that was a big thing in the UK back in the day. I remember people making videos, these cowardly idiots going around sucker punching people and filming it. Like just normal people walking in the street for absolutely no reason. So no, I've not heard about that, but maybe you're right. Haven't heard about that here in Melbourne anyway. Joshua says, sorry if you've answered these questions before. I'm quite new to the channel. What was the first fight you watched and who were your favourite fighters growing up? Um, the first fight I watched was, I think it was Hatton Pacquiao or Hatton Mayweather. I can't remember which way around it was. But one of those. And then growing up, I wasn't really that into boxing. It was probably, I mean, that would have been when I was probably 17 when those fights happened, roughly 16, 17. And then it was in my 20s, I just grew and grew and grew my passion for the sport. Found a few boxing channels that I could watch and educated me, and Ade Box Talk and then Ade's channel on his own were a couple. I even used to watch The Boxing Voice, which is an absolutely, it's a bit of a garbage fire in terms of it's just about controversy, isn't it? But yeah, like I didn't really understand boxing back then at all. So I wish I'd been scoring this fight now, because actually Dylan has landed quite a few clean punches, but I've not been watching properly. But yeah, so I didn't really watch it that much. I kind of watched a fight here and there. I think the turning point for me was when I watched Pacquiao Marquez 4, and then Brooke Porter. Oh, and David Haye Klitschko. They were the fights that sort of like made me start to really want to understand the sport better. So yeah. Mo Amin says, I agree. I reckon no one's done a good doc on Groves yet. Would be a good idea. Yeah, it'd be cool to do a remote interview with him and use that to sort of tell the story. Maybe. Definitely make my job easier. David says Pierce is comfortably ahead. He's getting hit more than he should do, though. And am I up to date on the chat? I am. That's a first. So we have 111 of you viewing here right now. Do bang a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new. How many subscribers are we on? We're on 11,902. So I've actually lost one since I last read it out. That's jokes. But yeah, we're trying to get to 12K. So do subscribe if you're new. Please. David says, Wardley is due a loss, but I don't know if it will be Huni. That's exactly how I feel. I don't think he's due a loss necessarily, but I think he will lose at a certain level, because he puts himself in harm's way regularly, and that's how he does well. He's willing to be in harm's way to land his own shots, and he backs his power, basically. I need to blow my nose again. Let me mute this, because you don't want to hear that. 1 second. All right, I'm back on. Oh dear. I could do with a cup of tea, but we've got a guest sleeping downstairs, so I don't want to wake him up. Let's see. Some more questions. E. Smithens, fight fan. Who's your favorite current fighter and why? My favorite current fighter? I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't really have one. I try not to really have favorites anymore, because I want to do the best job I can to be objective and deliver good impartial commentary on boxing. So I try not to have favorites, but there are obviously fighters that I really like. I think Usyk's absolutely fucking brilliant. I can't say enough good things about him, really. And as a guy as well, he seems like a top character. So if I had to say who was my favorite, probably Usyk. But who do I support? I've always said Dave Allen's probably the only fighter I really support still. Because I'd still be excited if I saw Usyk lose. So I can't really say that I support him, but you didn't ask me that. He's my favorite fighter. I think to watch, my favorite current fighter is probably I'm not sure. Tell you what, I actually really enjoy watching Teofimo Lopez. Because as someone who analyzes boxing, he just does stuff in there, and I'm just like, how athletic are you? Like, the stuff Teofimo does in the pocket, I'm just blown away by. And I watched him, I'm like, he should be getting hit. He should be getting hit, but he's so athletic. So he's definitely something a bit different. Mermin says, Moses in the crowd. Could we get Moses versus Fabio if he wins? And David says, we won't unless one of them leaves Ben Davison. That's the problem, isn't it? I don't really like it when you get two heavyweights in the same camp like that. They had it with they had it with Parker and Fury, didn't they? Where they were both in the same sort of camp and they were mates and all that. And I hated that. I actually found it highly irritating because like that would have been a good fight, Fury against Parker. Two02 says, speaking of Australian boxing, I'm incredibly hyped for Sue versus Fundora 2. I'm hoping Sue can redeem that loss. I had him winning that fight comfortably before cut. Yeah, it'll be interesting, eh? Opportunity for Tim Sue to get his career back on track. Yeah, David says, it's almost impossible for fighters to fight each other when they share the same coach. Exactly. Well, they can't. It is impossible unless they go and, like you say, unless they go and get a new coach. Andrew, anyone have Dubois beating Usyk? I will do a proper breakdown for that one because obviously it's so much easier for me to do that when there's a fight to analyze already, and then obviously we can have a look at what Dubois has changed since then. I think that this is what I'll say. I think Frank Warren and Queensberry are very, very good matchmakers, which is why I'm even more confident in picking Wardley tonight. I just think they're the best matchmakers in boxing at the minute, Queensberry. The fact that they've put Dubois in there, I mean, look, it's the biggest money fight first, and you go for undisputed if you get the chance. But I just think they've calculated it and they've thought, you know what, he's got a better chance this time. I think he probably does. And I wonder how much Usyk has slipped since he last fought Dubois. That's my big question, because I definitely think he has slipped a bit, Usyk. He's still amazing, but, you know, the best Usyk was the ones who beat AJ, especially the first one. Insanely good. But, you know, I guess the thing is, at a certain point, the younger, fresher athlete will prevail, even against someone who's unbelievable like Usyk. But it's just as Usyk slipped enough for that athleticism to actually count for Dubois. I think Dubois will be able to apply a lot more pressure than Fury was able to. It will be very interesting to see if Dubois can get Usyk going backwards, because Fury wasn't really able to do that too much. And yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know yet. But early on, of course, I favor Usyk because he's already beaten him. But I need to consider how much Usyk slipped, how much Dubois has improved. We'll see. Chris Gray says Dave Allen is the GOAT. I'm guessing you're not the Chris Gray that I used to work with, because that would be weird. Mark is recommending I get some tea tree oil. Mark, you know, this has just hit me, bro. I haven't had time to get tea tree oil. But you are correct. That would be a useful thing to go and invest in. Darius on says, is boxing the most athletic sport? Do you know the one sport, and you're going to be surprised by this, that I think might rival boxing in athleticism and possibly outdo boxing in athleticism is Aussie Rules, the AFL. Mate, they are unbelievable athletes. The size of the pitch they play on as well is an absolute disgrace. So I think it's probably boxing or AFL, which is super random. But the AFL players are absolute freaks. You know, they have to kick, tackle, run, jump, catch. They've got to cover ridiculous distances. They've got to be fast. It's an insanely physical sport. They're really good athletes. So yeah, possibly AFL over boxing. But Andrew Volinsky says, in honor of one of my favorites retiring, who would you have in a fantasy prime Loma versus Inoue matchup? Loma all day. Yeah, it's easy. That is easy. But you know, Inoue would have a chance, but I would back Loma all day. You know, in my mind, Loma's only lost one fight, and that was to Teofimo. And even that was like, I think there was like a round in it. But he didn't lose to Devin Haney for my money. And obviously he had that earlier loss in his career, but that was bollocks if you go and watch it back. Lab was just fouling him constantly. So yeah. Sonny says, love the channel, Henry. Glad that you do. Dave MC says, hey, Henry. Hey, Dave MC. Andrew says, I agree. Props for getting my last name right too. No worries, mate. Sonny says, what did you say was the inside info on Huni? Basically, that I've been told that there's obviously that video of him getting knocked down in sparring. And I've been told it's like fairly common knowledge on the domestic scene that he gets dropped regularly in sparring, which is not encouraging. You know, you don't want to be getting dropped regularly. So yeah. Oh, you're the Canadian Chris Gray. Okay, fine. You aren't the Chris Gray, the Scottish Chris Gray, who I'd be very surprised to see here. JM says also, good evening, Hazza. Good evening, JM. The fact you're calling me Hazza makes me think I might know you, JM. I wonder who you might be. Matt Borgeson says, Teofimo Lopez is one of the best fighters in the world, pound for pound. I agree. I saw, I watched a little bit of Ade and G-Man's Q&A the other day, and they were asked the question, who's the most athletic boxer? And Ade picked AJ. I don't remember. I don't know if I kept watching, but I don't know who G-Man picked. But for me, I'd pick Teofimo Lopez. I think he is the most athletic boxer in the world right now. The stuff he can do, it's just like, his athleticism is an absolute joke. Moamin says, thoughts on Virgil Ortiz, where next? Has he got a fight scheduled? Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a fight scheduled yet. So, where next for Virgil Ortiz? Well, he needs to get himself a world title at 154, really, doesn't he? Like, you'd say it's time. Let's have a look at the 154 rankings. That fight's finished now, guys, so the main event will be up next. James says, we don't know each other. I'm just giving a nod to your secret identity. Fair enough. All right, so at 54, we've got Murtazaliev. Who are the champions, though? This is so annoying because you can't see anymore. Crawford's got the WBA? Surely they're not going to let him hold that still when he's going up to fight Canelo. Oh, he's got 3 belts. I didn't realize. No, he hasn't. I'm talking rubbish. That's the Canelo fight. He's got the WBO interim belt. All right, so who are the champions at 154? Bakram Murtazaliev has 1 belt. I know that. So he's got the IBF. It's really annoying on Box right now because they removed the WBA, so I don't know who's... Okay, so Xander Zayas is about to fight for the vacant WBO. So I don't know who's I don't think there is a WBC champion right now. Keith Thurman's ranked number 5 on BoxRec. Yeah, he's not got a belt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who the champions are at 54. That's very confusing. Let me have a look. Boxing rankings. You think Ortiz would beat Buckram? I wouldn't put my money on it, mate. Right. So, the ring belt is vacant. WO is vacant. IBF is Buckram Murtazaliev. WBC is Fundora. Right. That makes sense. All right. Oh, and Terence Crawford is the WBA champion. There we go. That makes sense. What do I need to do? I need to get my clock out, guys. You're gonna another stream of me complaining about forgetting the clock. I'll get my scorecard up now so you all know what was coming. We do this. Yeah, we do the scorecard like this. So we'll be scoring the fight as we go. Which is it's something a little different we can offer on this channel when we're doing the lives. Oh dear, man, I'm tired. Right. Hopefully this is a good scrap. It wakes me up a bit. I'm just getting my clock ready, guys, just so you know. Sorry. Right. So we're going to be in round 1. Cool. Clock is live. Scorecard is good. Do you want anything else? No, I think that's everything. Sweet. Back to the comments. 126, 134 of you currently in here. That's good. 220 votes on the poll. 69% of you think Wardley's going to win. Church says Wardley versus Huni next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Indeed, my friend. Indeed. Matt Borgeson says, I'll never bet against Usyk until he retires. Yeah, you'd be a brave man to bet against Usyk. He's so good. I know he has Twitter fingers, but Shakur is pound for pound one of the best boxers in the world. I wish someone would just take that phone off him. Yeah, and I wish he gets his hands sorted out as well. Doris Horn says, do you watch UFC? I do not watch UFC. I literally have no interest in UFC. It's funny because people hear I do a boxing channel, they're like, oh, UFC. I'm like, nah. I guess it makes me kind of niche because like most fight sports people are into... Sorry, most boxing people are also into UFC, but I don't care about UFC at all. Like, it's all right. I don't mind when there's a good stand-up match, but I'm just not interested. It's kind of like being a rugby union or a rugby league fan, right? Although rugby league is actually growing on me now. I'm out here. Chris says, I found your channel through Adeola Depot, giving you a shout out on getting 10k subs. Congrats. Only watched your breakdown on Wardley versus Huni so far, but definitely enjoyed it. Good stuff, mate. Yeah, that was very nice of Adi to do that. And yeah, it did help grow the channel a little bit, so that was cool. But look, actually, if any of you are aspiring creators, I'll say this, because like a lot of people live and die by shout-outs and collaborations. Honestly, the only way you're going to make this sustainable is if you're growing naturally. You can't be relying on other people to grow your channel. But it was a very nice thing that he did, and a welcome boost. JM, last time I joined a live, I bet for Rolly to knock Garcia down twice and almost pulled it off. This time I'm going for 3 knockdowns, totally the way. Really? Interesting. It's probably quite a good bet, actually. 202 Ultra says 154, most competitive division. Ortiz is my current favorite there. Yeah, he's decent. I like Ortiz. He's very menacing, very powerful. I did think Bohachuk beat him, but that's okay. I massively respect your boxing knowledge. Keep up the grind, bro. I will, bro. Thank you. I will keep going. David says, Virgil is WBC interim, so he's not ranked in the WBA rank. Yeah, that's right. Very true. Robin says, I didn't pay for Wardley card, but I can watch it on DAZN right now. Yeah, it's not pay-per-view. I think it's just included in the monthly subscription. I believe. Darius Swan says, if Pacquiao wins the world championship again, gotta give the man his plaudits. Mate, if Pacquiao beats Barrios, I will be doing a mega video about Pacquiao and how he is probably the greatest of all time. I mean, if he comes back and beats Barrios, I think he might be my greatest fighter of all time. He's definitely... It's hard to say that, but he's in the conversation. It would be absolutely ridiculous if he comes back and beats him. At a weight, it's not even natural at. He's not a natural welterweight, Pacquiao. It would be absolutely mental if he did it. So, yeah, let's see what happens. But I'm not a fan of the fight. If he does it, I'll be completely shocked. I've said that. So, yeah. Is Huni well supported in Oz? I think he's relatively well supported, to be fair. The problem is there's just not enough of a scene over here for him, so... Andrew says, working today, Henry, or do you have the day off? This is work, mate. This is work. Well, it's a Sunday. But I kind of count this as work, to be honest, because I put a lot of time into it, so I'll probably be making videos most of today. Sorry. I'll do... Oh, here we go. So they're room walking now. If I, what I was trying to say was, if there's a good knockout and my reaction's good, then I'll do a short from the live stream. And and I'll also do a post-fight reaction video. And if there's a bigger story to it, then I might make a second video for the morning as well. So yeah. Oh, Robin, thank you for the super chat. Let me get to that. I'm going to focus on the super chats, guys, now because they're ring walking and I need to focus on the fight a bit more. But I will try and get to the ones that are members and supers. And I'll try and get to any others I can, but yeah, it's just difficult. Wins and confidence aside, has Daniel Dubois actually improved technically or IQ-wise to do anything different versus Usyk? He'll fight dirty, but I think he folds again. I think defensively he's improved a bit. Andrew says, thought you were a videographer. My bad. No, I am. I have clients, video production clients. But I try to avoid working on them on the weekends, to be fair. I'm not really a videographer. I'm more of like a video... I can film with a camera and I am a videographer, but I'm more of a video content creative that plugs into organizations and helps them make better video content for their business. So yeah, that includes some filming, but yeah. 186 of you in the chat. Great news. I'm going to end the poll shortly, so get your votes in if you want to get a vote on the fight. We've got 69% of you that think Wardley's going to win from 238 votes. Subscriber-wise, we are on 11,913, so we are closing on 12K. I don't think we're going to do it on this stream, but if anyone would like to subscribe and help me get that, that'd be great. Huni is in the ring. I'm quite excited for this, actually. It's going to be a good one. You guys will probably never see me go mental again like I did in the Dave Allen fight. But that was, that was Dave. I told you it's a one-off. It's a one-off with Dave. I support the lad. Here we go. I want to see Fabio Wardley as he walks to the ring. Get some eyes on him. Oh, good morning, Daniel Woods. I've seen your comment. I will try and get to you in a minute, but I just want to watch this ring walk. Super chat from D Robin. Just click that, get that up on the screen. Yeah, we were talking about Atama versus White earlier. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. And I don't know what Dylan White's got left, so... But I guess it's a question of... I guess it's a question of... sorry, I'm getting distracted watching the ring walk. What Dylan White's got left. But I think you want to get him in the ring with a Talma to boost Talma's profile before White retires. And this might be White's last year. Wardley looks very confident. He's coming out to Can't Be Touched by Roy Jones. I love that. Let's top the volume a bit in my ear. 202 Ultra says some bucks for medicine fund. Thank you, bro. I do actually need that. Get some honey and lemon and all that stuff after this. Fabio looking zesty, pouting, says Daniel. Yeah, I quite like it, though. He's confident. Such a great track, isn't it? The Can't Be Touched Roy Jones song. So good. I just love that. Former recruitment consultant, Fabio Wardley. It's so funny, isn't it? Wardley getting in the ring. Is anyone else doing a stream for this fight? Or am I the only one that's live? Oh no, Hatman is. Is Hatman the only one? G-Man's doing one as well. Looks like he's back in the front room in Ireland. Good lad. Here we go. We're in the ring and they are announcing the fighters. I'm excited for this, guys. Will the next big star in UK boxing? Maybe. Let's see. I'm buzzing for this. Let me get my scorecard ready as well. I need my controls for that. Showbiz is live. What are we doing? Are we doing good numbers versus them? I'm always curious to see. What are we on at the minute, actually? I don't even know how many I've got in the chat. We have got 122 concurrent viewers right now. Not bad. Not bad. I have to be honest, like, I know Showbiz is huge, but I've never really watched this channel. It's just not really my sort of vibe, but he's obviously very good at what he does. Huni looking sheepish. I actually am not looking right now. I'm just getting my scorecard ready and my clock ready. The godforsaken clock, which is highly necessary, but yeah. Right. Let's have a look. I'm ready. I'm ready, people. I hope you're ready. That's cool. So we got a good number in here. Given G-Man's channel's double the size of mine. More than double the size of mine. David says Showbiz is for a younger audience. You say I'm old, David? I'm joking. Kayvon says, I like Showbiz, but I don't think he has the technical knowledge. I don't know. As I said, I never rewatched him. But he is like an entertainer, isn't he, Showbiz? Like he's a real character from what I've seen. The thing is, like, I don't know if that's what he's actually like or if he's putting on a character. I know there's a couple of guys in the boxing scene who are doing characters. I would just find that exhausting. I think it's easier to pretend to be someone that you're not when doing YouTube. It's like you can have an alternate ego. You hear about like performers talking about this all the time, having an alternate ego. And it makes it easier because like I don't know, but I feel like the reason this is going well is because you guys will, anyone who's spoken to me in real life will know this is just 100% what I'm like, which makes it so much more enjoyable. I would get knackered if I was doing a character all the time. So yeah, being yourself is probably the best thing you can do in any endeavor, I think. Here we go. Max Grease says, if you're old, I'm fossilized. First fight I watched was Ali Fraser 1. East Midlands fan says, Showbiz is good at predictions. I didn't know that. It's good. Here we go. They've both been announced, and it's time. I'm buzzing for this. Robin says, Showbiz knows his stuff for sure. He's just high energy. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if I could ever bring that much energy to a video. That's just not my character, though, you know? I'm just not that way inclined. I can bring energy, but like, I don't know. I just don't talk like that. Right, here we go. Touch gloves, and we're about to get going. Get my clock ready. Here we go, people. Seconds out. Round 1. I'm underway. Okay. I'll let you know what I'm seeing. Someone's manically wiping the ring canvas. Wardley jabbing, blocked by Huni. Huni takes a step back as Wardley throws a right hand. And Huni's bouncing on his feet. Oh, Wardley comes in with a right hand there, which landed. Just cuffed him right away. And Wardley's already shown he can touch Huni. People were talking about Huni's slick boxing before the fight. But, you know, I didn't think he was that evasive. Nice. That's a nice bit of head movement there from Huni. Dips under the left hook of Fabio Wardley. Nice jab from Wardley there. Wardley straight on the front foot, applying pressure. Oh, great work from Huni there. Jab to the body, jab to the head. That was very good from Huni. Good hand speed. Very good. This is going to be a very interesting fight. I'm super intrigued. Huni dips under Wardley's right hand. I think Wardley needs to take his time and set it up a little better. And Huni is looking to make little half steps back on the back foot and counter punch, which is what I said I thought he should do. Back foot boxing. Let Wardley come to you. Let Wardley overthrow. Let him make a mistake. And Wardley will want Huni to come forward. Nice body jab from Wardley. You need to get that body jab going. You see how he feints low after that? Something a lot of Davison fighters do. I pointed out that Itama does it. I think starting early to the body for Wardley would be a really good strategy here. Body jab from Huni. It's a very close opening round so far, half of it gone. Jab from Wardley falls short. Huni comes back with his own jab, blocked. Huni's actually got pretty high guard here. Nice counter left to the body there from Huni. Very nice. Dip to the side. Threw it in. Nice right hook to the body there from Wardley. Jab from Huni. This is a close opening round. This is a good fight so far. Oh, nice body hook from Huni. Counter. Right hand over the top from Huni. Right now he's up on the round for me. Body jab from Wardley. It is close round. That little combination from Huni probably gave him... Oh, nice body hook from Wardley though. This is a close opening round, guys. It's very even. Huni just misses with the jab to the head. Body jab from Wardley, nice. Pulls back in a straight line. Huni doesn't land the right counter right. Right hook, jab to the body, right hand from Wardley. The right hand missed. Jab to the body from Wardley lands. It's close. I think I've got Wardley slightly ahead with the body work right now. Oh, right hand upstairs from Huni. I think I just missed. Body jab from Wardley. Countered over the top from Huni. Half lands, I think. This has got to be the fastest guy that Wardley's been in there with their 10 seconds left to go in the round. Oh, I've frozen for a second there. There we go. We're back. Yeah, I think Huni landed the cleaner work there. So even though the body jabs were landing from Wardley, I think Huni did enough to win that round for me. So I'm going to give round 1 to Huni. But a very competitive round. And I always expected to see good boxing from Huni. And we're picking up some rounds for sure. That's interesting. Huni just said in the corner that Wardley's slow. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see Huni wobble at the end because my stream froze. All right. Oh, crap. Clock. Round 2's underway. I definitely think that I'm still sticking with my prediction after. I need to end the poll, actually. I'm sticking with my prediction. I'm confident that Wardley's going to get to him. Oh, Wardley almost landed the right hand there. Body jab from Wardley. Oh, nice jab to the head there from Huni. Slips off to the side, comes forward with the jab. Nice body jab there from Wardley. Listen, guys, Wardley's going to lose rounds here. He's going to get hit. I just think he's going to land something on Huni in the next 12 rounds. That's what I believe. That's kind of the point you'll get, Genius, saying that Wardley's sloppy with the right hand. That's the point of Wardley. He is a bit wild. But it works for him, you know? Blocks the body jab there from Huni. They're staying quite close to each other as well. I think I thought that Huni might be in motion a little bit more than he is so far. Oh, nice hook upstairs from Huni. That lands. That's good. But it's not a hard punch. And as I said in the build-up, Huni's punch power does concern me, or lack thereof. I think Wardley needs to get a body jab going again. He had it going in round 1. It was nice. Good head movement there from Huni to avoid the jab. He's definitely getting comfortable in the pocket here, Huni, which is good for him. Oh, nice right hook to the head from Huni there, just as they clinch. Got Huni winning this round at the moment. Wardley complaining that he's been hit around the back of the head there by Huni in the clinch. Jab upstairs from Wardley blocked. Oh, wings in a right hand there, Wardley. Hits the gloves. 30 seconds to go in the round. This is a Wardley round for me. Oh, sorry, Huni round. Jabs the body from Huni. Oh, right hand upstairs from Wardley just misses. Huni lands his own right hand. It's not powerful, but it lands. Daniela says, does zone commentary muted and replaced with a guy called Henry. Thank you. That's a nice compliment. 15 seconds to go in the round. Huni's done a great job so far of getting his head off the line and avoiding that jab. He's not really letting Wardley establish his jab so far. Not that Wardley really needs to. Right hand from Wardley, wings in there, just misses. Body jab from Wardley. I think that's a Huni round. Again, it's close though. It's not a landslide, but yeah, I got a 2-0 Huni as well, David. It's good to get your round scores in, guys, if you want to. Yeah, most people got that 2-0 Huni. Davison's telling Wardley there's too many lulls. He's telling feints, sneak in the 1-2. All right. Telling him right hand around the side, sort it up. I love how precise they are with their instructions in that corner. Here we go. Round 3 coming up. Round 3. Ding, ding. All right, let's go. Oh, Wardley misses every punch in a 4-punch combination there. Huni comes back with a jab to the body that lands. Huni with a double jab. The second one lands to the body. Oh, jab to the body, jab upstairs from Huni. That was nice. Oh, nice right hand upstairs from Huni. And then he's wobbled his legs. Wardley came back with a right hand that wobbled Huni's legs a little bit there. But... oh, nice left hook upstairs from Wardley there. It hit mostly gloves, but it's not going to be comfortable. He looks quite strong in the clinch as well, actually. He's getting his forearm up and... oh, that's nice. He's very good at the going up and going down and going up with the left hook, Huni. Jab to the body from Wardley there. Oh. There we go, my stream's back. Just lost it for 5 seconds. Double jab upstairs there from Wardley to the glove. Right hook to the gloves. Oh, uppercut, left hook. Doesn't quite land clean. Huni's doing a good job of riding the shots and keeping his head moving. He'll tire, though. That's the thing. Can he maintain this level of elusiveness for 12 rounds, Huni? Jab from Wardley upstairs. Jab from Huni upstairs. Right hook to the body from Huni there was very nice. Body jab from Wardley. Huni's walking Wardley down right now, but actually I think Wardley... oh, big left hook to the head from Huni there. That was a nice shot. Very nice shot. This is definitely a Huni round at the minute. Double jab from Wardley. I had a little bit of a freeze there. I'm at 1:05 on my clock. But yeah, Huni's walking him down at the minute, and I think Wardley will probably rather be on the back foot. He likes a pull counter. Huni's landing some really nice short punches around the line. Nice right hook to the body from Wardley. Oh, left hook to the head of Huni. That was a good shot. And Wardley's starting to unload a bit here. He's trying to anyway. Huni's doing a good job of slipping most of these punches, though. Left hook from Wardley half lands. Right hook to the body. Wardley is upping the pace now. Oh, right hook to the head. That was a good shot from Wardley. Very good shot. And he started to... and Huni looks a little hurt there. I think there's a bit of swelling on his left eye there, Huni. Just a little bit. Oh, Wardley's really going for him now. Oh, this is a great round. This is damage. Another little right hand there. Short hand from Wardley. Another right hook to the body from Wardley. Oh, this was a close round. I had Huni up. Sorry, I had Huni winning this round. Now it's pretty close. Oh, nice jab says from Huni. Lands a right hook to the body. That's a close round. Oh, left hook from Huni. Another left hook from Huni. Right hand from Huni. Wardley's just eating these. This is not good from Wardley. I think that's another Huni round, but Wardley did obviously land some very good punches too. This is a great fight. I knew this would be a good fight. Fantastic to see. I got a 3-0 Huni, but he was definitely... both of them landing some serious leather there. Round 4 coming up. Yeah, I know they had a couple of freezes during that round, but yeah. Wardley was getting hit way too much there. Oh, that left hook that Wardley dips into there was awful. Wardley's eating them, but Huni's doing a good job of not being on the line when he throws, so... right, here we go. Oh, the bell's gone. I am a few seconds behind on my clock because I have not hit play yet, and now I have... oh, Wardley comes straight out for with a right hand there. He's put Huni on the back foot. Oh, left hook from Wardley as Huni spins out. As I said before the fight, though, Fabio really has no guard. He tries pull counters. Oh, right hook to the guard from Wardley. Right hook to the body. Left hook to the body from Wardley. He's missing when he goes upstairs, though, at the minute. That's the problem. Frampton's got Wardley 2-1 up. I think it's an interesting card. Jab to the body from Wardley. Yeah, Wardley's walking Huni down right. Sorry, Huni's walking Wardley down right. Oh, lands a big right hand there, Huni. Oh, triple left hook left. Oh, he's wobbled Wardley. That was a big uppercut. Oh, nice hooks to the body there from Wardley, though. Wardley's just got to keep investing in Huni's body. And the problem for Huni is going to be the second he slows down, he's going to have a problem. But right now, he's looking good. Nice feints there from Huni. Body jab from Huni, that's nice. Wardley's guard is really non-existent. I said it before the fight. And Huni's taking advantage of it right now. Huni's doing such a good job of moving his head constantly as well. There's no opportunity for guard pull downs for Wardley. Double jab upstairs there from Wardley. Wardley looks like he's breathing heavier than Huni right now, though. Oh, right hand upstairs over the top. Off the Wardley jab. Oh, he lands that left hook again, Huni. Another right hook to the body, though, from Wardley. Oh, eats a right hook upstairs, Wardley. This is a war, man. Fabio Wardley putting himself in another war right now. Huni is outboxing Fabio Wardley right now, as we expected he might, but he's landing some real heavy punches as well. And if he was a puncher, he would have had him out, that's for sure. Right hook, left hook to the body. Left hook to the body from Huni. Right hand upstairs from Huni. He's just teeing off at the moment. This is not good from Wardley. And he needs Huni to start slowing down a bit. He needs to just stay in there. He needs to sort his defense out, though. Every time he dips to his right, Huni's winging in that left hook, and it's landing perfectly. It's a great little piece of tactical nous there from Huni. Oh. 1-2 just misses. Counter right. There you go. There was the pull counter from Wardley. Just missed. That's another Huni round. That's a clear Huni round for me. Yeah, clear Huni round. So, Wardley is going to have to knock him out at some point, but I always felt that would be the case. But Wardley's starting to tire. I mean, like, it's all very well and good waiting for Huni to get tired, but Wardley's taking too many punches. Yeah, I think everyone's got it 4-0 Huni or 3-1 Huni. I need to give my stream a refresh. Hopefully I don't miss anything important. It's not staying with me right now. What we've got coming up, round 5. Yep, all right, good. Round 5. Bell's gone. We're underway. All right. Huni's bouncing now. His feet look good. He looks fresh still. Wardley's got to start timing him better on entry. But Huni is doing a good job of getting his head off the line. Wardley needs to just keep investing in the body. He needs to just keep going to the body. Oh, round upstairs from Wardley. Huni, sorry, just misses. Oh, Wardley just missed a right hand. Huni's just too fast for him at the minute. He's countering him, and Wardley's just got to keep investing in the body. If he wants to get him in the later rounds where he can take him out, he's got to keep going to the body. Oh, Wardley just missed the counter right hand. Huni came back with his own counter, which just missed. Little short right hand inside there from Wardley landed, and that woke Huni up a bit. Jab upstairs from Huni. Right uppercut misses from Fabio Wardley. Body jab from Wardley. That's what he needs to do more of, I think. Oh, lovely double jab entry, and then right hand to the body there from Huni. Huni is just outboxing him really clearly right now. I'm not too surprised to see it, but I am surprised that Wardley hasn't landed more. Good defense there from Wardley, dipping down. But some of that landed. Jab to the head from Huni. Right hook to the body from Wardley. Left hook back from Huni. Huni looks strong to the body. Those right hooks are massive that Wardley's throwing to the body, but Huni's taking them all. Another right hook to the body there from Huni. D. Robin says, well, he needs a miracle punch. Well, it won't be a miracle punch. It will just be a case of dragging him later in the fight. I mean, it's what we expect. We expect some sort of heavy artillery from Wardley to land at some point. Oh, Huni's mouth is opening a little, so I wonder if he's starting to feel the pace slightly. But Wardley's not throwing enough, really, at the minute, I have to say. Oh, Huni landing more combinations on the ropes. Another right hand to the head. Oh, landed a big left hook to Huni there. But Huni took it well. Huni's showing he's got a bit of a chin anyway. Haven't seen anything super clean land yet, but his defense has been good, Huni. His head movement's been good, so Wardley's not been able to land anything particularly clean so far. He's really struggling to land his jab as well, Wardley. Huni's just constantly slipping off the line. And Huni's coming in and throwing these three-punch combinations. The one thing I do worry about is throwing those combos will start to gas him. I don't think he's got enough single-shot power. That's the issue, as I said in my build-up. But this is another Huni round for sure, without question. Another body jab from Wardley. Yeah, that is a Huni round. But it's a hell of a pace he's going at. I can't see him sustaining this pace, but maybe he can. People are saying Wardley needs to get active. I've got Huni winning every round so far, but I can't say this is unsurprising. Like, I think that narrative before the fight of Huni could win every round and Wardley could land one punch is kind of what I was envisaging, so this is not surprising to me. No, I'm not surprised to see this. I did think Huni could definitely outbox Wardley. And that's exactly it, Remon in mode. It's can he keep up the pace? And will Wardley find that shot? I thought he would over 12 rounds, so we'll see what happens. Oh, need to get the clock going. Round 6, let's go. Yeah, Wardley really struggling to establish his jab has been one of the biggest problems for him. Double jab from Huni. I don't think either quite landed. Wardley bounces back. I think that Wardley's really struggled to time his pull counter today because Huni's feinting so much and using that foot speed. Jab from Huni upstairs. That was a good shot. Another jab from Huni. He comes in with a reverse 1-2. Misses his combinations and lands the right hand over the top there, Huni. Carl's only got Huni 3-2 up. That's mental. Oh, right hook to the head from Huni. He just, as I said in the build-up though, if he had power, he'd have knocked Wardley out by now, in my opinion. This is why I think Wardley will get knocked out at some point. Body jab from Wardley. Right into the body from Huni. But, oh, nice jab there from Huni. He's punching his way in. It's good stuff. He's got really good feet. Oh, I think Wardley hurt Fabio there a little bit. Sorry, Huni hurt Fabio. The problem with Wardley right now is he just hasn't got his timing. He's really struggling to land anything. And he looked tired. He kind of fell in with a body jab there. He looked really tired. Wardley is really struggling here to do anything. And as much as I was expecting to see him get outboxed for the first opening rounds, I didn't think he'd land this little. I think that's the concern right now. Body jab from Wardley. I do think Wardley's going to have to up the pace here. At some point, he's going to have to just take a few chances. Because right now, this pace actually suits Huni. I think Huni can go at this pace for 12. Right hand over the top there from Huni. That's the sloppy one he throws where Wardley needs to make him miss and then counter with the left hook. But Wardley's way too hittable right now. Right hand over the top from Huni. He's too fast. Yeah, Wardley cannot land his jab. Oh, big right hand there from Huni. 15 seconds to go in the round. Another big right hand on the ropes. Wardley is getting pieced up right now. No question. Oh, big left hook there from Huni as well. I think that half landed. Well, that's another Huni round. And we're halfway through, and I don't have Fabio Wardley winning a single round so far. And he's barely landed a punch on him. But this is Fabio Wardley. This is what I was expecting to do. It's just more of a landslide than I thought it would be at this point. And Ben Davison says he's got you playing his game. There's 248 of you in the chat. Do bang a like on the stream. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yeah, if Huni had power, he would have knocked Wardley out. He's hit him so many times. Ten seconds. Round 7. Ding, ding. Round away. By the way, guys, we're on 11,921 subscribers, so love to get to 12K on this stream. I don't think it will happen, but if 79 of you subscribe now, we will hit 12K. Huni comes forward with a lunging jab. Oh, another overhand right from Huni lands. Oh, Fabio's trying to counter him more now. This is what I was expecting him to do. As Huni enters the pocket, I thought Fabio would let his hands go more, and he is starting to do that in this round. I can see it. He needs to make Huni more apprehensive about coming in. He needs to just let his hands go as Huni comes in, which is what I was expecting Wardley to do more of. I was expecting Wardley to just let his hands go as Wardley entered, as Huni entered range. Sorry. And there's 1-2 there from Huni again. Another right hand from Huni, and I thought Wardley's legs wobbled for a second there, but he looks okay now. Nice right cut out to the body from Wardley again. He's just not landing clean upstairs, Wardley. That's the problem. Another jab to the body from Wardley. Left hook to the body. He felt it was low. Wardley thought it was low. Referee's called time. He's getting given time for the low blow there. Frank Warren's talking to Wardley. Oh, Wardley's been wobbled there. He falls back into the ropes. There's a clean left hook from Huni. Again, if Huni had power, like, he's hit him clean so many times. Yeah, Wardley's getting absolutely bust up here. Tries to throw the right hand, but Huni's just reading it every time. That's better from Fabio. A little right uppercut there. Guys, it's round 7. Like, just wait and see what happens, okay? It was always going to be... Oh, I mean, he's landing so many shots, Huni, but that's double right hand. Oh, that's another massive right hand from Huni and a left hook. Oh, my daisy. Is so close to stopping him here. That's 24 seconds. Wardley is getting absolutely pieced up here. He's getting absolutely battered, Fabio Wardley. Oh, and he's just completely missed the right hook there, Wardley. Wardley does not have an answer for Justis Huni right now. Wardley throws a right hand. I thought that, oh my God, Wardley is getting hit too much. They're going to pull him out the fight if he keeps getting hit like that. I don't think Huni's the biggest puncher, but you just can't be taking this much accumulative punishment. Reminds me a bit of Eubank Jr., actually, Wardley, the way Huni saw the way he lands so many shots. 7-0, I've got it. Mad. Going into round 8. Yeah, Wardley is too tired, you're right. I'm absolutely... Yeah, this is a serious domination for Justis Huni. Oh, dear. Callum Crichton says he thinks that. Oh, hello, Callum. How are you, mate? He says that he thinks Wardley broke his hand in 2 or 3 of the fight. Interesting. Well, that would explain it. Why he's not throwing the right hand. Why do you think that, Callum? Why do you think he's broken his right hand? Here we go, round 8, and we might see a stoppage here. Double left hook upstairs there from Huni. Wardley totally misses that right hand again. Huni has just been so good defensively off Fabio Wardley's right hand. He sees it coming every single time. Oh, didn't do the clock. Sorry, guys. We'll ignore it for round 8. Oh, actually, I can start now from minute 2. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm pretty much bang on. That's fine. Well, I've seen stranger things happen, but right now, Huni is absolutely walking this. So good defensively in this fight. Just brilliant. Brilliant counter punching. Right hand over the top. Left hook. But, Fabio Wardley's got a chance until the end. Oh, there's no chance they'll rob Huni here. It'd be impossible. It's literally impossible to rob him. It'd be the worst robbery I've ever seen if they didn't give Huni the decision if it goes 12. I like the way Huni's been throwing his hook into Wardley's chest. Just sort of pinning him. Wardley needs to get through a round without getting hit. Get a bit of energy back and then have a go. And like I said before, I thought he'd get outboxed for long spells, but I didn't think he'd be getting punched up this badly. That's the thing. Again, Wardley's got to throw his right hand straighter. Huni keeps dipping under it. He's got to understand that. He knows he's going to dip down. Oh, Wardley wobbled. A left hook, then a right hand. A right hook from Huni lands as well on the clinch. Body jab from Wardley. It's not possible for Huni not to get this if it goes to points. Another Huni round. I don't have Wardley winning a single round so far. Ben Davison's telling Wardley he needs to feint more. He's telling him he can't jab from a lull. So basically what he's saying is your jab needs to be part of a rhythm. You need to confuse him more. I think Davison's telling him he's overthinking it. He's telling Wardley he has to feint. He's exactly right because Huni moves his head every time he throws. Round 9. We're underway. Here we go. Let's see if Wardley can change something here. He's got 4 rounds to change it. It's plenty of time when you're a puncher like that, but I don't know if he's got enough left in the tank. But yeah, he's got to get to work, Wardley. I just don't know if he's got enough energy left. Even Frampton's got Huni winning wide now. Body jab from Huni. Oh dear, my stream just paused. There we go, we're back. Not a lot happening so far in this round. Huni just walking Wardley down, lands a jab there. I wonder if Wardley will roll the dice big at some point and just go, I'm going to get knocked out or I'm going to knock him out. He might not have enough gas to do it, though. I just don't think... I think Huni's hit him so much. If you're Wardley, you think, well, I might as well just go for it, you know? But Huni can coast this now if he wants to. So Wardley's got to drag him into something, but... Oh, left hook to the body there from Huni. This is the thing, right? I don't think Huni's a massive puncher, but he punches hard enough that Wardley doesn't want to walk him down. Body jab from Wardley. Little short hook inside there from Huni lands. John P says 120, 108 would be worse than being stopped. In a way, you're right. In a way, you're right. Although losing every round then being stopped might be worse. Oh, nice counter right to the body there from Huni. Oh, and he goes upstairs with the right hand. Oh, another left hook, a right hook to the body. And Wardley might get stopped here just from an accumulation of shots. Wardley doesn't look close to going down, but he's just taking too many punches. He's going to feel this for weeks afterwards. Double jab right hand to the body from Huni. Wardley's reflexes are gone. Huni's moving too much for him. And he's lost another round. I've not given Wardley a single round. There was one I could have given him, but I still went for Huni, so... It's a great advertisement for Australian boxing here as well. 282 of you in the chat right now, which is awesome. Please bang a like on the stream. That'd be much appreciated. If you want to subscribe, we are currently on 11,924 subscribers, so we are very close to 12K. I would love to hit that on the stream. I don't think it will, but it'd be cool if we did. Round 10 coming up. And round 10 has started. Why have they timed off? Oh, they didn't put Huni's gum shield in. Well, they're just bouncing... Huni, just bouncing in and out. His feet still look fresh. Wardley's starting to jab now to the guard a bit more. Double jab there from Huni. Wardley covers up, though. Body jab there from Wardley. Oh, big counter right hand from Huni lands. Wardley was moving backwards, though, so there wasn't too much sting on it. Left hook from Huni blocked. Right uppercut. Wildly misses there from Wardley. Right hand from Wardley to the guard of Huni. The crowd are trying to get Wardley going, but Huni's feet are too good. Body jab there from Wardley. I have to say, I feel like it's a bit late for that. He should have been body jabbing a lot more. Right hand to the body from Huni. Oh! Fabio Wardley lands a massive right hand on Huni. This is what we were waiting for. Oh my God. This is what we thought might happen. And he's waved it off. Huni got knocked out. Wow. That is unbelievable. That is the most Fabio Wardley thing I have ever seen. That is absolutely incredible. Eddie Hearn looks absolutely gutted. I had Fabio Wardley losing every single round of the fight. He was getting absolutely battered, absolutely dominated, and he, with one shot, has knocked out Justis Huni, and that is what I said before this fight. I didn't think he'd get outboxed that badly, but he was getting outboxed every single round, all through the fight, and in true Deontay Wilder, Fabio Wardley style, he has iced him with one punch, one single right hand. That is absolutely mental, but it is exactly what people called would happen. I need to see a replay of that. I need to see that replay. Eddie Hearn's gone to Fabio and just said, fair play, fair play. I need to see that replay again. Absolutely fantastic. We'll definitely be doing a... I think I went a bit mad there, didn't I? So we'll definitely be doing a reaction video. Fantastic. Kayvon Green says, why did they wave it off? Because he was too hurt, obviously. But I need to see it again. That is Fabio Wardley, isn't it? The thing is, at some point, he's got to stop taking so many punches. Oh my God. He took so much punishment in that fight. I need to see the replay of that. I need to see that replay. That was phenomenal. What a right hand. They're calling it a punch from the gods, but let me see that again. Fabio Wilder, exactly. Oh, the crowd are going mad now. That was mad. I'm going to change the name of the stream. Fabio Wardley, ICES. Justis Huni. Massive, massive knockout. I want to see that again. I feel sorry for Huni. He was boxing so well, but it's that classic saying, I only have to be perfect. You have to be perfect for 12 rounds. I'm only going to be perfect for 1 second. Let's see it again. Huni stepped in. Oh, that was such a good right hand. That was exactly how I thought he would do it. Throwing when Huni threw. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I thought would happen. Throwing when Huni throws. Oh, it's such a good right hand from Wardley. Oh, it's such a good shot. He takes his head off the line, wings that right hand in, and it's right down the pipe, and there's nothing Huni can do. People saying they don't understand the count. I'd like to see it again, but he looked pretty hurt to me. I mean, Huni didn't really complain. There's an argument you let him go out again, but he got hurt badly, so... Fatima Neves says, Henry, the oracle, you are the oracle of boxing. Not really. I think this was the conventional wisdom for the fight. People thought Huni would be winning on points and Wardley would hit him at some point. Mad. Absolutely mad. Right. I'm probably going to get off and do a quick reaction. But thank you all for being here on the stream. I'll maybe listen to Wardley's interview quickly and then I'll do it. How many of you are in here right now? We've got enough people. 282 people is pretty decent. Guys, please do bang a like on the stream. We'll just listen to the post-fight interview. And do subscribe if you're new as well. Closing on that 12K. People saying, surely he could have continued. I mean, you just can't really complain too much when you get knocked down like that. I mean, it was a big knockdown. I do agree they maybe could have given him a chance to continue, but Huni wasn't complaining about it too much. Cheers, Ross. Wardley Wilder would be funny. It'd be the worst technical boxing match, but someone's going to land a right hand. Huni's applauding Wardley, so I know people think it was early, but maybe he acknowledged how maybe he would have got really badly knocked out if he continued. That's an outrageous knockout. What a guy Fabio Wardley is, damn. Right, I'll listen to this interview and I'm going to get out of here. No, let me listen to this properly. Mega. Here we go. Let's hear this interview with Ade. So Wardley's thanking the crowd. He's getting hit too much. I worry about his career getting hit that much, I have to say. Wardley just saying he knows he's not the best boxer, but he knows how to find a way to win, basically. I don't think Wardley's chin is that good. I just think that it's good, but I think that Huni's just not a puncher at all. I feel sorry for Huni, though, but that's just kind of how it was always going to be, I think. Ade asking Wardley if Huni was better than he expected. Wardley said he was surprised by how good he was. Great skills. JF says Wardley didn't win, Huni lost that. I mean, I don't think I agree with that, to be fair. I think this was how I always thought it would go. So, I mean, if this is how people thought it would be, that Huni would be outboxing him and Wardley would land a shot, then I don't think it's either. I just think it's how it was always going to be, probably. You've got to be able to take a shot. And I get that maybe he could have had a chance to continue, but Wardley probably would have really hurt him when he got up. Yeah, fair play to Huni. He'll get more chances after this, I hope. All right, guys, I'm going to get off and make my reaction video. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Do bang a like on it before I go. Subscribe if you're new. And looking forward to seeing you all for the reaction video. This has been Henry, live in the fight room. Cheers, everyone.